Hello everyone, and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society. Lose the game every time. Let's try to change that, and this is a great opportunity for us because we have Status Collector and Friendly Champion. This is really good. The one Shangri-La friendly treasure we are missing is Status Collector. That is it. So this is a great opportunity to try to get it. What are we going to take? Padrino is very good with status because he gains extra collect based on his levels of Beguiler and Survivalist when spending insight on campaign. That's nice. Other people, Hojo not too great. I mean, Agatha is always good with that insight that she gets. I do like Hildegard. Extra research from campaign is very, very strong, and I'm tempted to go with that just because of that buff. Other people who are decent, Quam is very good because his helpers can go to collect, which is nice. Who else? Acquiring a specialist entourage will give your campaign token a random improvement is very, very good from Charles. I do like that quite a bit. If we were going campaign, we do want to go with diplomats and archaeologists. Those are good for game campaign. Also, quick thinkers, tacticians, and beguilers are good. So we have a diplomat here. That would be nice. Who else would be decent here? Victor is okay friendly, but his captain perk does not really help us out too much here. Same for Philippe. Amelia is great friendly, but she focuses more on the study, and we're going to go collect, obviously. I think it's going to be either Charles or Hildegard as our leader. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the right way to go. I do like Hildegard. I like Hildegard a lot, and the extra research from campaign is very, very good, especially early, because you can start to get some of those research trees that can be difficult to get when you're not going to study otherwise. Let's go ahead and go with Hildegard. I'm going to take Padrino. It's a little bit of a crutch for me. I like Padrino, he's extremely strong, but at this point, I think I need it. So we're not going to think too much about it. Diplomat, good. Survivalist is okay, it's not great, but we'll probably go Beguiler instead. Take Padrino down the Beguiler route, take Hildegard down the Diplomat route. That leaves us with Quick Thinker, Tactician, and Archaeologist as our options for good members. And Hojo is a Quick Thinker, so that is an option. We could go Hojo again, and Hojo's campfire story is very, very good no matter what you're doing. And I do like reaching out. It's a very, very strong ability. Other options for Tactician, Archaeologist, or Quick Thinker. Agatha, great Archaeologist, decent and a friendly crew, has secrets which help you get that that status, so that's nice, but she gets her friendly AoE relatively late, and I just played a couple games with her, so maybe we'll go with someone else. I do also like Amelia, is also an Archaeologist, can go down that Archaeologist route, but her campfire story relies on you getting a lot of research, and so does field research, so that's probably not the best. Alternatively, we could take Charles, but that's kind of a straight-up just swap for Hildegard. And he has more devious abilities than Hildegard does. Who else? I do like Victor in a friendly group. I was surprised how much I enjoyed playing with Victor in a friendly group, but he is very good there. And he's a Tactician, which is good for Wits challenges. That's Beguiler, Tactician, and Quick Thinker. His Decorated Rapier is also very good early. That extra 10 speech on it can really make a big difference. But it's not nearly as good as Hojo's ability, so I think given those two options, I will go with Hojo. Choose one crew member, not Hildegard, to gain campaign and study on Beguiler, Quick Thinker, and Tactician spins. That would probably go to, well, either one, actually. Either Padrino or Hojo could make good use of that. so that would be fine. Probably Hojo, because he starts at 2 levels of Quick Thinker. But we could also take Hojo down the Tactician route if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and use this party. Let's start with, on Classic as usual, let's start with the Viking landing. And let's do this. Relatively short setup. Relatively quick party selection. But I'm ready to win a game. Let's see if we can do that, shall we? Dun 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 dun. All right, here we go. And we are not going to go meet the Emperor. Definitely not. We don't care. We're not going to go through the tutorial, even though, you know, you could make the argument incorrectly that I need the tutorial at this point. But no, we're not going to do this tutorial. And let's start with an encounter here. And Hojo thinks fast and makes a distraction. That gives us an instant 5 encounter for these sheep. Excellent. Hojo is upset a little bit that he is being led by a child. I seem to get that buff a lot. I seem to mix my young characters and my old characters, or my serious characters, fairly often, which is interesting. Okay, another combat. Let's go take a look. 2 villagers keep following you and annoying you with well-intentioned questions. All right, well, we'll be friendly back and convince them that, you know, we really could use them just leaving us alone for a minute while we, you know, do our business, do our dirty work. Although we're a friendly crew, so there's not much dirty work that we're going to be doing. All right, what do we got? Can we one-shot these guys? No. No, 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 no. All right. What does our actual damage look like? 26 speech on Pedrino, 28 on Hildegard, 25 on Hojo. So Hildegard is our strongest, just slightly. Not strong enough to one-shot these guys, but as for now, she is our strongest character. These villagers are not weak to anything, so meh. We'll just make sure we take 1 out. Hildegard can finish off the one over on her side next turn pretty simply. And then Hojo and Pedrino will group up to deal with the last one. Well, that was fine. Okay. There we go. And double attack here should be no problem whatsoever. Okay. In a kind but firm manner, you explain to them that you have to leave now, and Hildegard gives them some foreign candy. Where's Hildegard from? Austria. That's right, yeah. We, my wife and I, do a monthly box. I know, those are all the rage now. We've been doing this for, wow, probably almost 2 years? Is that right? Something like that, at this point. And it basically just has interesting snacks from a different country every time. And we've had some very interesting ones, but Austria is not one that we have had yet, I don't think. Oh, all crew members gain Beguiler Seduction. Wow, that is very interesting. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. And Campfire. We went Hojo's or... Bedrino's is not what I wanted, but it's okay. Choosing 1 crew member to gain extra collect and study when spending insight is pretty good, actually. And I'm fine discarding the rest of these and hoping for another Campfire card next time. Who would we like to be the person who's going to be good at spending insight? Hildegard, perhaps? Hojo, maybe? I don't actually know who would be the better choice here. Oh, you know what? I do know, because Hildegard does not drink coffee. So let's give it to Hojo. Alright. It's a good cup of coffee indeed. Hojo is especially sensitive to the caffeine. If he were this sharp every time you spent insight, you'd have a better payout. Hildegard does not like coffee, but Hojo says it tastes great. Brazilian beans make fantastic coffee. Do you know what else is great? Brazilian steak and music and the white beaches on the Brazilian Atlantic coast. Definitely not the Argentinian ones. And what about Brazilian... on and on and on. Alright. Let us continue. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going around, collecting all this nice campaign we got. We're from the Viking Committee and look to increase awareness of Viking history. We're looking for your longship. Oh, good. They'll give us some campaign. The crew takes a little time to rest and have a picnic. A classy-looking man approaches you. Could I try some of your jambon with goat's cheese? Sure. I'm a food critic. Maybe I could help lobby for you at the world's best restaurants. Definitely. Come with us. Unfortunately, that means we're out of supplies, and Petrino actually lost speech power, which is the worst thing that could have happened to us. Fabulous. An encounter with a wealthy Icelandic trader. You engage in an intelligent debate at his mansion about the Vikings that once sailed the seas. Hildegard convinces the merchants to donate more before leaving. And we're out of supplies some more, and Hildegard loses speech power. Well, that's awkward. You encounter a group of Highlanders, sweating and breathing heavily. Okay, so this requires you to be a good athlete. Hojo is a decent athlete because he has, or decent at this check, because he has some armor, but we don't actually have an athlete. But we'll give it a shot. You never know. 30%. Nope. Unfortunate, but that's alright. The coach kindly asks you to continue your journey. We shall do so. And Hojo loses some armor. Alright. And Hojo leveled up from that. And Quick Thinker? Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, having an athlete is very, very nice for a friendly group, but I do want to be able to do wits challenges very easily, so I think that's better. One of our actors is sick, and the stand-in is not very talented. Could one of you play the Viking Jarl? Yeah, Hildegard will give it a try. 70% is pretty good. Okay, and she did it. She did it. It was a little iffy, but she got it done. Hildegard seems to be an accomplished actor. No lines were fumbled, and the part of the Viking chieftain is portrayed with conviction. Very nice. And she actually gets 5 speech from that, which is unfortunate because she has had a debuff to her speech, but, you know, that's the way it goes. Diplomat etiquette is very, very good. However, Hildegard has a card that gives a diplomat perk. Does she not? Yes. All crew members gain diplomat etiquette. I'm almost assuredly going to draw that at some point. And oftentimes that makes it a little bit redundant to grab diplomat etiquette here. In this case, I'm going to. Just for the extra speech defense in this case, so extra speech power. And if we run across that card, we're just not going to play it. You enter a shop that sells supplies for some work. However, the guy seems to be a shady shopkeeper. We'll try to negotiate with him. And Hildegard can learn negotiations. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good, even though she can normally learn that, which is a little unfortunate. But yeah, we'll take that. Now you can get supplies at a normal price, but we are not going to. We're just going to leave the shop. I want that resolve. Hojo lost more speech power. Jeez. Okay, well, he's going to be practically... well, all 3 of us have lost speech power now, which is really unfortunate. The hidden horde, though, and we will take a secret. And Hildegard loses more speech power. We are going to be in real trouble for this fight. I took 7 debuffs, 6 debuffs, something like that. We'll see who we fight here. This is not a good start, though. Okay, here's Rivalo. Let's see who we've got. And it's Cassandra. Alright, so Cassandra does like it if you are friendly. Because she is friendly, and she enjoys the fact that you have the same mindset as she does. However, we have lost a lot of speech power, and our one character who did not level up, Pedrino, is the one that I really would have liked to because he's the one with our AoE, which makes that a little difficult. So we're gonna have to take this fight pretty slow, probably. Being in range of Cassandra here could go very, very poorly for us, and you can see how little damage Hildegard is doing after taking those speech debuffs. And I suspect Hojo is going to be in a similar situation. In fact, even worse. He only has 17 speech right now. Well, alright, got rid of those 2 at least. Taking out Cassandra is going to be tough. Also, our only character with a ability to excite right now. Actually, that's not quite true. Hildegard has cheer, but normally, with normal attacks, Madrino is the only one with an excited attack, so we do have to keep that in mind as well. Cassandra is back pretty far, but I don't know if that's far enough to make me confident enough to run up here. I don't know, is it? It might be okay. Should we do it? Let's try it. Close. Maybe we should cheer Hojo. That might let him one-shot one of these guys. If it doesn't, we'll be in trouble, but if it does, that would be very good. Yeah, and it will. And that leaves it lets him save reaching out, which may be necessary for Cassandra. Although she might be, yeah, she's weak to excited. So we will keep that in mind. Padrino will be much better against her than Hojo or Hildegard will in this case. Okay, not too much damage, that's good. One of our crew members lost a bunch of speech defense, but I don't think it was Hojo. I think it was Hildegard. Yeah, Hildegard's at -5 speech defense. Oh, Hojo's at -15, wow. He still didn't take very much damage from that attack. I'm kind of surprised. Let's go ahead and press Cassandra. And bring Hildegard up here, see if she can do anything exciting. Not really. Hojo is impressed right now, which I'm a little concerned about. And I really don't want to make Cassandra excited, because that will just make her more powerful. So let's just take out this Mook that's right here. We'll use excited attacks as our finishing move with Cassandra, but until then, we really don't want her to be excited. That's just going to make things much worse. Although she just made us all excited, which was very kind of her. Hopefully, Padrino does not go down here. Nope, nice miss. Okay, that'll be good. That'll mean we can get a lot of damage off this turn. You know what? Let's start with Hildegard here. I think we can finish her this turn. Because now we can bring Padrino down for an excite attack. Yep, that'll be enough. Good. If not, we had Hojo's reaching out, which should have done decent damage, but we didn't need it. Alright. Cassandra is really pleased with your approach. I haven't seen well-mannered rookies in a while. I will be rooting for your success. Please have this treasure map. It's a small thing, but you might be able to use it. Thank you. What do we have? A difficult to reach area or a landmark that locals might be able to recognize. Let's do the one with the locals. That is the drinking horn. Actually, you know what? I think we want the leprechaun. Let's try for the leprechaun. I think that might be better for us. And there it is. One campaign at the end of each expedition for each level of diplomat, or one encounter for each level of beguiler. We have a lot of levels of beguiler because we got that event that gave us each a level of beguiler, and then we're also going to level Padrino as a beguiler. We should have leveled him up. Well, we couldn't have. It's unfortunate we couldn't have leveled him up first, but we could not. So we either have 3 levels of diplomat or 3 levels of beguiler, which is going to go up faster, or are going to go up at the same rate. I think we'll take that. I think it's going to be better. One campaign over one encounter, though. Actually, the encounter is pretty good. Yeah, we'll take the encounter. Okay, not too bad. I was a little worried with all the debuffs we took, but we got through that pretty nicely. Didn't take any resolve damage, and just had to play it a little bit more carefully than usual. There's our 3 encounter for each level beguiler. Lots of status, a decent amount of research. We'll work on probably the history tree, I believe it is. Let's go take a look. Level up Padrino first, though. That's important. Beguiler Beautiful Smile is excellent, and we'll take that. Alright, history. That is the one we want. We were going to have lots of campaign, and we want to make that campaign go as far as possible. An extra insight when finished an expedition would be great. An extra lobbyist would be very nice, but if we're going to do that, we should buy a lobbyist first. Here we go. 90 for that lobbyist. Let's go ahead and do an upgrade. Buy another lobbyist. And I'm tempted to do another upgrade and buy one more. I think I'm going to. There we go. And now our next lobbyist that we get for free will be a very, very nice one. One that would have normally been very expensive. There we go. Extra insight would be nice. We are going to run low on research very quickly, though. So what's important for us to grab? An extra token when spending insight would be nice. Yeah, let's take that now. I think that's going to be good. And we're only 2 research away from getting another paper. We gave the coffee to Hojo, so he is going to be the one to do when we have the option. Hildegard actually gets 1 extra level of campaign, which is interesting. I guess because she's our captain, right? Is that correct? I think that's correct. But she does not like coffee, so she was not the good option for that. Yeah, we get slightly more status from Hildegard. She might be better than Hojo actually at the moment. Yeah, she is. All right. And let's see, an extra insight or 1 campaign with every encounter. This also gives you 1 insight every time you finish the expedition. So I think we'll take that for now. Is 2 insight better than 1 campaign every time you enter an encounter? Probably. Yeah, overall that probably is worth more points. So let's go ahead and do one more here. Okay, very good. Next paper would have been 45. It's going to be a while till we get to that, so we won't try too hard for it. Let's take a look at our entourage options. We have Beguiler, which would be nice. If we're going to go to the Anagaric Archipelago, though, we'll get this for free. That's interesting to consider. Athlete, Quick Thinker, or Survivalist. Quick Thinker would be nice. We have Reflexes, Focus, and Wits, and we can learn Alert. So he already has Reflexes, so we don't really want this because we'll get Escape Artist from the grappling hook. That's not really a big deal. Diplomat, Etiquette, or Customs, though. We don't have Customs, and she cannot learn it. So let's go ahead and grab that. That's a good thing to get early for Hildegard. And that's all of our, probably all we can do right now. We could get an extra study whenever we resolve an encounter friendly, and that wouldn't be bad, especially this early. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. We have exactly enough. Why not? And let's check out our shop as well, just to finish up this episode. Compass, interesting. We could give Padrino another level of Survivalist, which wouldn't be bad by any means. We could also grab the translation guide if she doesn't have languages, but I think she does. Yeah, she does. I would like the grappling hook. We do not have enough to get to the grappling hook. Gives you Nimble and Escape Artist, and Hojo has neither, which is great, and he can't learn either one. So we will want to give him that grappling hook as soon as we can. For now, let's just go ahead and upgrade the shop a little bit. And yeah, let's upgrade one more. That just means we're ready for grabbing that grappling hook as soon as we have the option to. We'll probably consider getting the Incredible Rose as well. Seduction, Beautiful Smile has both of them. Never mind. That's exactly what he doesn't need. That's funny. Okay. Never mind then. We'll just grab that grappling hook next time then. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. Again, decent start. We didn't lose any resolve. We had a good amount of supplies. We're doing okay on Status Collector. We're ahead of Rivalo in points. We do need to get one more encounter very, very quickly. And hopefully Rivalo doesn't grab it at the end of this overworld map. But he may. He may. Something to consider. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you being here through my slump of Renowned Explorers. I hope you're enjoying the content nonetheless. And I will see you next time.